For generations, the Appalachian Mountains have had more sightings of mysterious creatures than anywhere else in the United States.
Let's do this.
What was that?
We need backup.
Now, a band of hardcore hunters and trappers
Right there.
are out to identify these unexplained creatures. When folklore bites back and leaves a trail of proof, one team of native West Virginian sons seeks the truth.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I obsess. I come across something that grabs me and I consume until I can't take anymore, and then I'm on to the next. Some obsessions last a week, others a lifetime. It is my intention to explore these obsessions with you as they occur while the passion is hot. Welcome to Eclectic Obsessions. The Appalachian Investigations of Mysterious Sightings, or AIMS, was founded by Trapper John Tice, Jeff Headley, and Willie McQuillan. We had all known each other for some time, but it wasn't until several years ago that we realized that we all shared an interest that would soon evolve into AIMS. We had all grown up in the Appalachian region and for years had heard the stories repeated over and over by our families of unusual and mysterious sightings of creatures and beasts in the area. All of us thought the stories to be nothing more than legends or folklore, even though the folks telling them seemed to believe they had some real substance. Any skepticism we might have had in our early years disappeared for each of us in different ways, but we all soon became believers when we had our own personal encounters with these creatures. Our encounters were so vivid and real that soon, upon realizing that all three of us had had similar experiences, we all pooled our interest and became somewhat obsessed with these mysterious sightings. Our mission at AIMS is to investigate mysterious sightings of creatures and phenomena in the Appalachian regions as reported by individuals who are frequently scared that they will be laughed at and ridiculed for what they saw. Upon investigating these reports, we will move to track, trap, and capture these creatures. In the end, we will either know that our witness actually saw a mysterious beast or that no beast exists. We want to help these people to have peace of mind and know that they are not alone in their mysterious encounters. My fiancé found this show one afternoon, and within 5 minutes of watching I was hooked. I'm not sure I believe a bit of it, and she is convinced it is a hoax being perpetrated by the show's producers on the stars. In any case, we will be exploring mountain monsters on this episode of Eclectic Obsessions. Mountain Monsters is an American cryptozoology-themed reality television series that originally premiered on Destination America on June 22, 2013. The series follows the Appalachian Investigators of Mysterious Sightings, or AIMS team, a band of 6 native West Virginian hunters and trappers as they research and track unidentified creatures in the Appalachian Mountains. The series aired for 5 seasons on Destination America from 2013 to 2017. On July 15, 2019, after a 2-year hiatus, it was announced that the series was renewed for a 6th season and would be moving to the Travel Channel. The new season premiered on August 21, 2019. The AIMS team are founded by John Trapper Tice, Jeff Headley, and Willie McQuillan, consisting of team members John Trapper Tice, AIMS co-founder, team leader, and an expert trapper. Trapper is a lifelong hunter and tracker and team leader of AIMS. This seasoned outdoorsman and U.S. veteran was born and raised in the mountains of West Virginia and has devoted his life to explaining the unexplainable throughout the Appalachian region.
I'm Trapper. I spend probably 250 days a year in the woods. Hunting big whitetails and bear. It's my life. I believe it was 2006. we started AIMS. That's Appalachian Investigators of Mysterious Sightings. We check out mysterious sightings from Pennsylvania down through Georgia. We've been every place.
Jacob Buck Lowe, expert caller. Buck is the youngest member of AIMS and possesses a quick wit. This expert animal caller might have a weak stomach, but it's his unflinching desire to unravel the mysteries hidden deep within the mountain hollers of Appalachia that makes him essential.
I got my nickname when I joined the AIMS team. They all started calling me Young Buck, and basically to simplify Young Buck, they decided to go with Buck, because 2 words is a lot more than 1 apparently. And that's the first nickname I ever had. I was brought on as a rookie, just basically kind of like a farmhand, just do what you're told to do, go do it, get it done. And then directions kind of shifted. The team found out that when it comes to any creature that makes a noise, I have an ability to design and mimic calls, and then I became the caller.
Joseph Huckleberry Lott, head of security. A throwback to the days of gunpowder and lead, Huckleberry is the man in charge of security for AIMS. Huge in both stature and heart, this native West Virginian son and U.S. Marine relies on 5 decades worth of backwoods experience to keep the team safe.
I got my nickname Huckleberry many years ago, about when I was 6 or 7 years old. I love huckleberries, and I sat and gorged myself on them one day, and I puked all night long. And my uncle started calling me Huckleberry, and every time he called me that, I'd puke more, and it just stuck with me. My role on this team is security. I take care of everybody that's in the woods, from the team to the cameraman to the sound man. Sometimes it gets pretty hectic. Not only are we after creatures out here that can tear you apart, but there's other animals, bears, snakes, panthers, plus the terrain. The terrain is just probably as dangerous as anything as we hunt.
Jeff Headley, AIMS co-founder and team researcher. Jeff is one of 3 founding members of AIMS and resident researcher and technology expert. Well-versed in mountain folklore as well as textbook history, Jeff lines up witnesses for the team's investigations and runs the thermal camera during the night hunts.
Yeah, I got a couple of nicknames. I got some old ones and I got some new ones. My favorite is Jeffro. I was just Jeff. They kept saying Jeff, Jeff, Jeff. But I'll tell you what, you can give this credit to Wild Bill. I'm his brother. I'm every team member's brother on AIMS, and they call me Jeffro. That's for short for Jeff is your brother. My strengths and talents that I bring to this team is my research. I'm the go-to guy. If you want a witness, I'll find him. Willie comes to me all the time. He says, Jeff, I need a certain component for a trap. Hour's time, I know where it is, I've located it, I'm getting it to him.
Willie McQuillan, AIMS co-founder and expert trap builder. Willie is the master trap builder and one of 3 founding members of AIMS. This backwoods MacGyver draws upon decades of hunting, trapping, carpentry, and mechanical expertise to devise the wildly imaginative traps the team employs on their night hunts.
A lot of people gets a nickname. I guess Willie would be mine. My first name's really William. I didn't know it until I signed my first Social Security card. My mother looked at me and said, you signed Willie McQuillan. I looked down at it and I said, well, that's my name. She's like, well, you got to sign it like it's written. And I said, well, what's Willie? She said, that's short for William. And I was like, oh, okay. So I looked at my Social Security card, still carry it today, and it says Willie McQuillan on it. My talent and my strength that I bring to the AIMS team is I'm a trap builder. I can build a trap, I can build a base camp, and I can fix anything they break to get there.
William Wild Bill Neff, expert tracker and big game hunter. Expert tracker and Willie's right-hand man, Wild Bill and his Marine Corps mentality do most of the heavy lifting for the team. The only things exceeding Wild Bill's passion for monster hunting are West Virginia black bears and breakfast.
I got this nickname, Wild Bill, back in the day when I was a lineman for C.W. Wright Construction. I was a little radical, still a little radical. My role in the team is a tracker. We get out to one of these creatures, I'm down, just like old bloodhound.
Their goal is to prove the existence of mysterious creatures such as Bigfoot, werewolf, hellhound, lizard man, and Mothman. The episodes normally begin with Trapper, Jeff, Huckleberry, and Buck discussing the specific creature they are hunting on the way to the location where the creature was spotted. They then meet with eyewitnesses who have encountered the creature, giving the team an idea of where to conduct an initial night investigation to find evidence of the creature being in the area. After conducting their initial night hunt, Willie and Wild Bill begin work on a trap to contain the creature while the rest of the team searches for more evidence, meeting with additional eyewitnesses who normally possess photographic, video, or audio evidence of the creature. After testing the completed trap, the team begins the final night hunt. The creatures are supposedly, occasionally caught on camera, such as the cave creature. They are also shown as a digital rendering that appears before and after commercial breaks. The team attempts to capture these creatures. In some instances, the team places trail cameras and/or infrared camcorders near the trap to capture photographic evidence of the creature in question. They have caught fleeting, blurry images of what they claim to be the Grassman, Shadow Creature, Cherokee Death Cat, and the Black Wolf on camera, to name but a few. What follows now is a look at the episodes of Season 1 of Mountain Monsters. The Wolfman of Wolfe County. The Ames team heads to Wolfe County, Kentucky to use their backwoods and monster hunting knowledge to catch the legendary Wolfman and make Appalachia safe once again.
We're headed down to Hazel Green, Kentucky to investigate the Kentucky Wolfman.
Wolfe County. Wolfe County has to be a place for a Wolfman.
In this first night investigation, we're looking for any sign of evidence of the Kentucky Wolfman.
Danger's unreal. This thing is huge. It's powerful, quick. It could be on top of you and take 2 or 3 of us out in no time.
Watch around that corner, Trapper. If he's right there, he can get you.
Look where that moss is knocked off right there. Oh, look in here. Look at this. Easy, easy. Look here, look here. Whoa!
What the heck is this?
Oh my God, that's a kill site.
Holy.
Is that a cow?
That's a cow.
A little bit of everything, bud.
I led the team right up into this little crevasse right over here. We circled around this rock, walked right straight in to his damn feeding area. This is the biggest boneyard I've ever found. Whatever did this, I've never encountered a creature like that.
I can't believe it's big enough to drag back a bull.
This is going to be dangerous. We're up against a predator that no human being should be up against. The son of a bitch is a mountain monster, and we're on his ass.
Yes, we are. We're getting ready to go meet this man named Turtle Man. Jeff tells me Turtle Man has video, personal sighting of the wolf creature.
I'm Trapper. I'm Turtle Man. I live strictly off the land. I eat groundhog, possum, skunk, coon, not skunk, but coon.
And groundhog's the best eating of all.
Groundhog is delicious.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah. I've lived in the woods all my life, and I've seen just about everything there is to see out there. But this thing, I've never seen before.
How big was it?
I'd say it's about 7 foot tall.
So it's a pretty heavy animal.
It was broad. It was at least 3 foot across the back. And this creature had to be somewhere like 350 to 500 pounds. It was a monster.
I'm Willie. My role is kind of like the MacGyver. I can actually build a trap that can hold anything. We're going to build a cage to catch this creature. We're going to have heavy iron, heavy steel. We're building a drop cage trap. Usually use it to catch a larger predator like a bobcat or a coyote or something of that nature. But to be able to catch this wolf man, I'm going to have to go way bigger. To get this drop cage up in the air, I have to run 2 cables between 2 trees and then run another cable through a pulley system which lifts the cage up in the air. I got a real good helper to help me, Wild Bill. Crazy guy.
I don't know about crazy, but I just got a different character than the normal person does. Some people say I'm a little wired for sound. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Hoorah!
Next step, to get this cage up in the air, we're going to hook it down to a pedal trigger and then ease the cage off, take the safety off of it, and then we're going to bring a goat in, and then we're going to bait the goat down beside the pedal trigger, and then once we wait for something to set the trigger off, cage drop, Wolfman's ours.
Hey, Trapper, we just found a pretty good-sized entrance hole. You can see a lot of fur, something moving. I didn't get a very good look at it.
Well, maybe we got 2 of them because we had one in a tree.
God, can you imagine if there's 2 of them?
creature is to? We had a creature in the right-hand fork, and we had a creature in the left-hand fork. We may have two of them in. We may have two wolf creatures in here. It's not Wolfman anymore, it's Wolfmen.
I think it's toying with us.
He didn't want to face off against us, though, did he?
Not this time. But...
No, yeah, not this time. Yeah, like Huck said, not this time.
He's fast, isn't he?
I mean, what was that?
Listen.
Listen.
That ain't no bear.
No, but I'll tell you one thing. Be ready to throw some rounds downrange.
I've never heard nothing like that, dude. I'm from West Virginia. We don't have things like that around here.
He's enormous. He controls the valley. It's his territory. That's what the roar was telling me. It wasn't an attack roar. It was more like, get the out. We have Wolfmen on our left. We have Wolfman on our right. We have to get to the trap.
Cage is still up.
Cage is still up. You never set it off. You see anything?
I don't think we got anything here, Trapper.
Daisy looks like she's okay.
That son of a bitch walked past that goat on two legs. This is not the Wolfman we was after. We was after a Wolfman that was up this right-hand branch. This is the one that came in from the backside. If it had come in the way we thought we would have, we'd have got him. Based on our investigations, here's what we know about the Wolfman. The first thing was, the Wolfman is a big son of a bitch.
I definitely wanted to come face to face with him. I wanted to put his old hide on the wall.
We've got his tracks in here. We have markings from him. We have where he's turning over rocks.
We've seen it. We've heard it. We've got it on film. It is a badass monster. It is impressive.
It's just the best evidence I've seen in a long time. Real concrete stuff.
Another thing, that he's smart, that he missed my trigger, and I had that trigger camoed good.
I've dealt with wolves. I've dealt with coyotes. I've dealt with the fox. This wolf man, I'm telling you, he's just super smart. Has to be. I think he just plumb outsmarted us.
Absolutely no doubt in my mind that the Wolfman lives right here in this forest.
Knowing that there's a creature like this out here, it really makes me wonder what else is out there.
The Grassman of Perry County. Residents of Perry County, Ohio have reported a 1,000-pound grassman seen in the woods, and so the Ames team heads there to try and capture it.
The Ohio Grassman is rumored to be bigger than its cousin, the Sasquatch. 8 to 9 feet tall, 1,000 pounds, a very large animal. Trapper, why do they call this thing the Grassman?
Back in the 18th century, the settlers seen this human-looking creature. He was in the grassy plains, so they named him the Grassman, and it stuck. Okay, guys, we're in the Grassman's domain. We're going to see if we can figure out one of his travel routes so we can put a trap up. You got your thermal camera, Jeff?
Right here.
Buck, you got the point.
You got it, sir.
You're pulling drag again, Huckleberry.
Ready, Trapper.
Good man. Okay, let's go for it.
I heard something hit on a tree, Trapper, up to our left. Nah, but it's a tall damn mountain.
Through Jeff's research, we found out they'll pick up a short log, maybe 3 or 4 inches across, and beat on a tree. And it's just a warning that you're in their territory and get the hell out. If we do hear those warnings, we're not running. We're going to stand our ground.
Trapper's pretty convinced that there's a Grassman down here that's 9 feet tall and 1,000 pounds. Every time we come out on these night investigations, I feel like it's a suicide mission.
Oh, Trapper, this ain't a good situation.
I was on point, and the first thing, probably 10 feet out in front of me, a log, probably 12 inches in diameter and 20 foot long, just came flying over the creek bank and landed in the rocks right in front of me.
Holy, look out! Oh, man. Damn it. It's getting closer.
We did exactly what we wanted to do. We pulled him out into the open.
And I'm ready to tear into him. I'm a husky ninja. I'm going to wear him out.
We're on our way to see a guy named Moon. He actually heard and seen the Grassman. Trapper, Moon.
Nice to meet you.
Moon, we're here doing an investigation on the Grassman.
I was camped out, and it was about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and heard something screaming up in the woods.
Screaming?
And yes, it sure did make my butt pucker.
This Grassman is supposed to be huge. So this pit trap is going to be bigger than one I've ever built in my life. It's going to be 12 foot by 8 foot by 8 foot, 768 cubic feet of dirt. And I'm going to put it right in the middle of this Grassman's trail. When it comes to Grassman, his ass is mine. I just got back here this morning to look at my pit trap to finish it out. Son of a bitch. Dang. The weather has taken its toll on my pit trap. The whole thing has started filling up full of water. We're going to see what we can do to make this work for us. That's like quicksand in the bottom of her.
That maybe worked our advantage. That mud would sink in up that, wouldn't it?
Ain't no way you're going to stand up in that 2 feet of mud down there, Trapper. This all started off as a pit trap, and now it's a quicksand trap.
We're down here about 200 yards from the trap. We're going to start beating on the trees right in this area. We're going to try to intimidate him into the trap.
We just found some prints. Oh, big-ass tracks. First time I got to see them, I couldn't believe it. That's the biggest track I've ever seen out there in the wild.
What the hell?
That's an old house.
Look at this.
Yeah, hey, Trapper, I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's just an old abandoned house.
You hear something, Willie, hit the radio. We'll run up there.
We're going to try to squeeze in a little bit, and we're going to see how close we can get up to this.
Y'all be careful. Keep your eyes peeled.
That's the thing's nest. You look, there's...
He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, right here's his exit, too.
Trapper, we just entered this old house right here, and I'm pretty damn sure we just found a hell of a nest right here. There's a big breakout in the backside here. Looks like he slid right out the backside.
Sound like you're in the world of Trap.
We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
He's not liking us in here.
Yeah,
I can tell you
he's
that
got
right
an
now.
attitude.
It sounded like someone was absolutely rocking that whole house. We jump out and try to chase this thing down.
Go, 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 go.
And this thing could easily turn around and kill us. You gotta check it out. He's got a nest in there.
We're right in his house. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, we're right in his home turf, and he does not like it.
I want to see the nest.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, what was that? Hey, what you guys got out there?
I don't know.
He hit the place with a rock.
Hey, somebody needs to get in here. Right around that side. Get around that plank that side. We need backup.
What the hell?
Oh, what the hell? How did he do that?
Oh! I hear it. Let me try to get around in here.
Let's get out of this house.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's go. Move it out.
We circle one side, the son of a bitch comes around the other side.
More than one, Trapper.
Hey, okay, let's split. Go around that house the other way. There he is, and he's on the other side.
Willie,
come on, man, you, Buck.
Let's go. Come on, Buck. Hey, Trapper, I'm coming around left. You guys watch the while. We'll try to flush him out. This is my cohorping stick. Upside his head, the old Grassman. So I might have to give him a little attitude adjustment.
This is the second time this Grassman has messed with us. It's about time we put a stop to it because now it's personal. It's really personal. I mean, we was right there on top of him and he just toyed with us like we were just children. Now we're pissed.
We're going to drive that Grassman right towards that trap. We're going to keep pushing on him until he gets right down through there. We're definitely going to put him in that trap I built. I guarantee.
Get him! Is he in there?
No!
What? Catch him!
He cut around on the right where we never had nothing there to funnel him in on this right side, Trapper.
Son of a bitch!
There's nothing in the trap, you know, and that's a little upsetting because we had him working right towards it, you know, and I don't know if we was just pushing him too hard or what happened, but he's not in there. He went right around it.
The Devil Dog of Logan County. The Ames team try to capture the blood-sucking devil dog that is terrorizing a region in West Virginia.
What we have down here, dead coyotes with virtually no marks on them.
They're draining their carcasses completely, and the blood's all drawn out of them. There's a couple of them we've had a report on just ripping the liver out of them. It's the only indication I would have it'd be a chupacabra. But the situation is that the chupacabra are not even known in this area. The research is pointing me right toward the devil dog. This creature is very vicious, and he's a coyote killer.
We're meeting today with a guy named Shoeless Terry.
How we doing?
All righty.
I've heard through Jeff that you've had some experiences out here with some creatures that I'd really like to hear about.
Yes, I did. Probably the only time in my life I was ever scared. She was a big creature, just the way she looked at you. I mean, your blood run cold. It was the eyes itself. They didn't even look like the normal color, more of a red than they were brown. Just looked like looking into the eyes of a devil.
From the information I gathered from Shoeless Terry, this is the perfect spot for a night investigation. Here's where Shoeless seen the devil dogs. Jeff, what I want you to do, I want you to check that hillside constantly with your thermals, and I want you to check this hillside constantly.
Okay.
Because they'll follow parallel with us.
Devil dogs are nocturnal. They can see at night. They're the predators. We could easily be their dinner.
I got movement right up here, right above there. I'm getting 2 heat signatures.
I don't see it yet.
Behind that big rock.
Behind this rock?
Yeah, up in the cove.
I don't see nothing.
Right above you, Buck. There's something up there, right up on the top.
Holy look out.
Oh, Buck, we're coming for you. They disappeared as fast as they appeared. We definitely got into them.
I'll tell you what, guys, that was way too close for comfort.
It was a great investigation on the devil dog. We had a close encounter, and Buck showed his nerve. Good job, buddy.
Getting ready to go talk to Willie and Bill. We got some ideas on what size this creature is, see how big a trap we're going to need.
So what'd you find out about this big coyote killer?
It'll be about 5 foot long. It's massive in the shoulders. He just said it was white with red eyes and put the fear of God in it.
It's a pretty good animal.
So it ain't too bad. Just probably take a 5-6 foot cage and catch a hold of something like that.
That'd be fine, but there's more than one.
What, like 2?
Anywhere from 8 to 9.
Oh, my.
8 or 9. Whole pack of them.
Whole pack of them.
That's definitely gonna take a big old trap to do that, ain't Willie?
We got most of the trap constructed already. We got the teeter-totter trigger on it, which holds the door up. Once they get in there after the bait, between all of them pulling on it, we'll jerk the trigger loose, and then the door will come slamming down behind them.
What I got here, that's my best scent bait for a predator. One of the main ingredients is coyote glands. Coyote blood, scent gland right around the rectum. We harvest those out of every coyote we catch, and we keep them. Squirrel, chopped up squirrel, rotted in the sun, mix it all together, and then we let it ferment.
Once that sun goes down, we're gonna see if we can't have 1 or maybe 8 or 10, whatever's in that pack, the devil dogs in that cage.
If you notice, that trap looks more like a cave now than it does a trap after dark. Plan of attack, we're gonna call coyotes into this area right here. We got about 200 square feet here in a little opening. And the coyotes are gonna bring the devil dogs in. We're gonna put one team up this side of Coyote Canyon. We're gonna put Willie's team up that side of Coyote Canyon. We've got to circle back on the back side and try to move them down towards the trap.
Hey, what in the hell was that?
That's coyotes getting killed.
Yeah, that's
exactly what that is.
Boys, this ain't good. We heard the ungodliest sound probably about 75, 80 yards away from us, just around the bank there a little ways. I mean, they was right on top of us. Never heard nothing in my life like that.
There's 5 of them laying here dead.
5 here. We got 1, 2, 3.
Right there. Look at that one. It's got its liver tore out.
Yeah.
There's another one, 8.
Unbelievable. I had never seen any carnage like that in my entire life. One of the coyotes we seen had its liver ripped right out.
Oh, that's just fresh. It happened just minutes ago.
The devil dog made short order of them. A whole pack of coyotes up there. Mangled, ripped up pretty bad. I mean, that devil dog, I mean, he is definitely vicious.
I've been in the woods ever since I was a little kid. You find dead animals here and there, but to walk upon the apex predator, a coyote in West Virginia, and you see 8 of them laying there dead where something's killed them, it's crazy.
Hey, guys, I'm getting movement. Come here and look at this.
We got, Jim.
3, 4. Look, come on, I'm counting 5.
All right, straight towards the trap. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Damn, we got something. Doors down.
We got something in the trap.
All right, trap's down.
We got something, guys. Be careful.
We got something.
We got something in the trap. Look.
Trap's
We
down.
got something. He's in there.
I want to see what it is.
We got more than one in there,
Yeah,
Trap.
there's definitely more than one in there.
A couple guys open this door a couple inches so Jeff can get his thermal camera in there.
You keep that gun trained right there, Trapper. I'm going to lift this door just a little bit, all right?
You got it in there, Jeff?
What do you see?
What do you see, Jeff?
Look how big they are. 3 of them.
I'm going to shut this down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Well, you be careful. Well, we got 3 devil dogs in here the way it looks like the thermal camera. I'm gonna lay down here where I can get an eyeball on them.
Guys,
Here, Bill, pick this up, all right?
get on the
Bill. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right there.
I see eyes coming. I think it's these wild dogs. Damn it. Well, we didn't catch the damn big white female devil dog, but we caught 3 big black son of a bitches.
What we got was part of the dogs that was running with that big alpha female devil dog is what Chula's Terry called it. We got part of its pack.
We came so damn close to getting her, she could just very easily been in there.
We can see that big track right there in the front of it. Now, either she sensed not to go in there, or maybe she sent the rest of the pack in. I'm not sure of that.
Her track was right outside that trap. She was trying to get those other 3 out of there when we got here.
But we know she's still out there. Once we get a hold of the lead, or the rest of them ain't going to be hard to bring down.
The Wampus Beast of Pleasance County. When a 500-pound Wampus beast is rumored to have been killing the cattle in Pleasance County, West Virginia, the Ames team heads there to catch it.
We're going out to Willie's farm. He had a very frightening experience with a Wampus beast.
Guys, I know how Willie felt. I've actually seen one of these up pretty close.
No kidding.
They're a massive creature. This thing.
We've been seeing these Wampus beasts around here for years and years.
Guys, this Wampus beast is 500-600-pound predator. some 5 or 6 feet long, got feet as big as coffee cans.
I know the Wampus beast been seen all over this area. I just recently seen it one more time. He was every bit as big as that big boar hog with a 4 or 5 foot tail.
That's a 600-pound boar, Willie.
Yeah. This thing was muscled down, completely ripped, and as long as the couch.
Damn.
I could hear something in the brush, and I thought it was just a deer at first. And as soon as I looked down through there, I could see the Wampus beast. When I saw the Wampus beast eyes, they looked like they was on fire. I mean, like a demon. Scared the hell out of me.
We're going out looking for the Wampus beast tonight. We're up here at Willie's farm. We heard the pigs start raising hell up on the hill when Willie just took off running.
That's my hogs. He's on my hogs. I gotta get my hog.
And we need to try to keep him under control because he's going to get himself killed.
Everything okay, Willie?
No, I just lost 3 little ones already.
Oh.
3 babies missing. Son of a bitch. He hit me again.
It was pretty hard to take watching Willie when he found his pigs up here. They were just mutilated all to hell. I mean, they had big bite marks in their neck, and the sides and the guts was ripped out of them. I mean, it's pretty depressing because this is his living. He feeds his family with these things, you know, and to see them just, now they're wasted. They're worth nothing.
Willie decided to build a snare net trap, and that's a really good idea because the more the Wampus beast struggles in this net, the more tangled he will become.
I've heard about the stories of the Wampus beast in this area. Just to see one myself, especially here on my farm. You hear about it happen to people, but you never think it's you. And then all of a sudden, I turn around one day and it's, 30 feet away from me. It's terrifying.
Nolan has a really nice farm here, and it's surrounded by a lot of wooded area, deep hollows. It's an ideal place for a Wampus beast to be living because he has plenty of cover in the woods to hide in these deep hollows, and he has a ready meal right out there in Nolan's cattle. Willie and Bill did a great job building this trap. It's going to snare a Wampus beast tonight. We're going to try to move that Wampus beast back in towards this trap. We're set up between Nolan's farm and Willie's farm. I believe the Wampus beast is going to make a move on Nolan's cattle tonight. So we're going to be looking for tracks, any signs of him. And when we find those signs, we'll try to push him right through into our trap.
Buck for trapper.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd be advised we've just found about 3 or 4 carcasses. We're going to keep pushing around this hill and keep seeing what else we can find.
Okay, keep your eyes open. You're in his area. Holy!
What the? We're right here on Nolan's farm where it's been getting all of its cattle. It's been getting its free meal.
God, that's him.
That's him.
We got to catch it tonight, or else Nolan's cows are going to get killed again. Jeff's got something on thermal in these fallen trees, and we think it's the Wampus beast.
Right there. I just seen something move.
Sit down. Let's try to surround him. Get around. I'll flank him. Let's watch yourself.
Do you see it?
No, I can't.
Jeff?
Yeah.
You got anything?
No, I don't see anything.
Let's go!
Oh.
Let's go! Come on! Let's get him in the trap! Let's go! Let's go! Come on!
Let's go to the trap!
We got to get back to the side-by-sides and get up there and see what's in the trap. And we got to get up there before it gets away.
Yeah, man! Where'd it go? Son of a bitch! Go!
Trap's moving, it's moving.
Get the thermal out.
In there?
He just cut out of the trap, man.
I know.
Look up in the trees.
Nothing. Look up in the trees, good. Ain't chewed right through there like it wasn't nothing. Look at that.
We got back up there to the trap, and it's sprung. It's up in the air. It's swinging back and forth. But there's not a damn thing in it. It's shredded all to pieces.
I cannot believe he's gone.
Oh, well, we had him, but the net didn't hold. I mean, he had to slice that thing open like it wasn't nothing.
They say these cats don't exist, but right there's proof. I just hope the son of a bitch knows how close I come to getting him. He tucked tail. He ran. He knows us now.
Look what a friggin' hole he tore in that thing.
Look here.
Oh, yeah.
He shredded it.
Man, chopped rope like this.
Look how he ripped that.
Man.
Has pure strength. I just underestimated his strength.
Well, how would you know, Trapper? You know?
Yeah. Next time. I'll cross paths with that son of a bitch again. You wait and see.
Yep.
I'm still a young man.
We were real close to getting this thing tonight, and it's real upsetting because you sit there and you have the proof, and then it gets away.
The Mothman of Mason County. For decades, Mason County, West Virginia has been terrorized by a flying beast known as the Mothman. The Ames team must capture it once and for all.
Well, guys, here we are, Mason County, West Virginia. Some reports coming in We're looking for a large winged creature.
Winged creature.
Winged creature.
Damn.
Maybe as much as a 12-foot wingspan. A bat-like wing.
Anytime that you're in Mason County, West Virginia, and we're looking for a big winged creature, we all know what everybody thinks. Mothman.
Mothman is the most fascinating creature I've ever researched. He's 7 to 8 feet tall, has a 10-foot wingspan, probably goes 500-600 pounds.
Today we're headed over to see a man named Crash.
Buck.
Buck, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Jeff. Jeff, nice to meet you.
Crash has a very interesting Mothman story.
I was out hunting down by the power lines, and all of a sudden I heard this noise. And I looked up at the power lines. There was this critter with big red eyes and had wings like a bat. And it kind of scared the out of me. He moved 3 times, but I never saw him move. He was like he was transporting. He got closer each time. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, so I took my glasses off to look again. And those eyes, I mean, I'm blind as a bat without my glasses, but those eyes were big enough for me to see with my glasses off.
Wow.
Damn.
One thing that really stuck out in this investigation was how Crash actually described the creature's eyes. I believe Crash fell into a hypnotic state when the Mothman looked him straight in the eyes. He was a little confused, disoriented, and he actually had a little bit of loss of time. I'm not exactly sure what we can do to trap it, track, and hunt down the Mothman. It's our first supernatural predator.
How do you hunt this?
I don't know. Hold up, guys. Hold up.
We're in Mason County looking for the Mothman.
Did you guys see that? I've seen some.
He seems to have mystic powers. He hypnotizes people. You're white as a sheep, Buck.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I mean, it's something we've never had to deal with before.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Buck.
Guys, he ain't faking.
Buck.
Hang on.
You okay, Buck?
Breathe easy. Breathe easy.
What's the hell happened to me?
You passed out.
Let me get up.
Set him up here.
Oh, hang on. I have no clue what just happened to me. We walk into the woods, and then I'm just kind of dizzy, and the next thing I know, I open my eyes, and I'm on the ground looking up at Huckleberry and Jeff. I've seen something strange. I don't know really what's going on. I just felt a little weird.
Buck had his sighting and was clearly shaken up by what he saw that night. Now it's time to go after the Mothman.
Normally, when I design traps, I design them for sturdiness and being able to hold and contain whatever creatures we're after. But this one's totally different. Any kind of trap that I build, that we're going to drop down over top, and he can teleport right on the outside of the cage and be free again. So what I got here is the cage that I can electrify, where he can't teleport through electricity. You know basically how a bug zapper works.
Yeah.
Well, this is the largest bug zapper you ever seen.
A giant bug zapper.
The bridge here is a perfect place for the trap. It's the lowest place in the valley. The valley kind of widens out here. High mountains on both sides of it to direct him in. It's the perfect place for our trap. You know the game plan, right?
Yep.
We're going to build a runway of torches leading right into the trap, so when the Mothman sees it, we'll guide him right into it.
We get almost to the top of the hill, and I seen something very similar to what I seen the other night over at Crash's sighting. I just seen these 2 big red glowing, I assume there's eyes, and then it turned away and was gone. We're definitely not alone up here.
We come up here at the highest point to see if we can't get some lights flashing. Once we get the Mothman's attention, we're going to have to cut out our lights, and then they're going to light up their lights and draw him towards the bridge where we got the trap set.
Zapper, I just got a glimpse of 2 glowing eyes staring right about 40 paces ahead of me.
Don't look at those eyes. Don't look at those.
Don't look at him, Bill. Look down, look down, look down.
I've never been in a situation like this before in my life. This is the craziest thing I've ever imagined.
I know what we can do. We'll light up the runway and catch a son of a bitch and electrocute him in that cage.
Hell yeah, I'm with you. Let's do that.
Oh, damn.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
What's there? Look, the torches went out. We only got 2 torches burning. Everything went out at the same time.
Guys, the generator stopped.
Yeah, all of our lights went out.
All the light.
Lights on the side.
Something hit that bridge hard.
Something hit it hard, Trapper.
He had that electrical field with that.
What the hell was that?
All of a sudden, there's all kinds of commotion going on. It's all over the place, and we can't see a thing.
What's it?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go to?
Trap's down.
It's down.
It was here. It was here.
I seen 2 red eyes.
I seen them too, Bill.
How'd the trap miss him?
I got nothing. But the bridge frame is just glowing.
We're real close to getting this thing tonight, and it's real upsetting because you sit there and you have the proof of what everybody says doesn't exist, and then it gets away.
Boom. Electric goes off just like that. 4-wheeler lights, generators, the 9,000 volts is down.
I can understand the electric.
I can't understand the torches.
Nah.
Instant, the lights went out, the trap falls. We come running here. He's up on that end right there. There's a burnt spot on the bridge.
One of those things is just unexplainable. I mean, we're always able to get to the bottom of everything else. This one's just unexplainable.
This is unreal. I mean, 1 minute it's there, next minute it's there, and then it's over there. How do you estimate what this thing's gonna do?
Next time, we'll just have to hook electric straight up to the bridge.
Yeah. After this, I have no doubt this Mothman is a supernatural creature. No doubt in my mind.
I concur.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to agree with you.
The Lizard Demon of Wood County. The Ames team sets out to capture a creature known as the Lizard Demon.
I'll tell you what I know about the Lizard Demon. He's 7.5 feet tall, probably in that 300-400 pound range. The key to finding the Lizard Demon is to find his travel route to the Ohio River. And this is going to be a dangerous hunt. We've never, ever went after a water creature. So we're playing in a new ballpark here ourselves. We're going to meet with J. Bob, who eyewitnessed this supposedly half human, half lizard.
How you fellas doing?
Good, how you doing?
How are you?
Doing all right, by God. I'm J-Bob.
Trapper.
I was out here one day, and I tell you what, this lizard man come right down in that pond and jumped right in there. I've never seen anything move like that critter in my entire life. It was fast as lightning.
I've heard of things like this before. I heard of a half lizard, half man that they apparently captured down in the southern part of the United States. But on the Ohio River, this is just something that's kind of overwhelming.
The Lizard Demon is scary because of his size, his capabilities in deep water, out of the water. By J. Bob's story, this is a perfect location for us to do our first night investigation.
Tonight, we're about a mile from J. Bob's farm, out on the dry land where we believe this lizard demon is out feeding at night. Legend has it it's a water creature, but it has to feed on land, so we're hoping maybe we can get an advantage on him tonight.
Go for Trapper.
Hey, me and Huckleberry's just investing in this cave we just found. There's something right above us, 5 feet in front of my face, just kicked leaves down on us and took off running. It must have come right up. Oh, it's still here, Trapper, it's still here.
Buck, it's there. I'm coming to you.
Buck and Huckleberry, they had called us on the radio, and I'll tell you what, they were shook up. I'd not seen them like that in quite some time.
I think we're going to have to trap him in the water.
There's no way we can do this on land.
No, there's no way.
He's too quick.
My research led us to believe that we could track this lizard demon down on the ground and through the crevices. But I was wrong.
The trapper just got a hold of me and give me some information on the lizard demon, so I'm going to have to build a trap big enough to hold the strength of a bear, but it's just going to be like a crocodile or an alligator trap because it's going to be in the water. We just got here with the lizard demon trap right here at the location where the trap's actually going to be set down in the water.
Okay, guys, tonight's the night hunt for the Lizard Demon. I'm going to take Willie and Wild Bill with me on the water. Buck, you and Huckleberry, take Jeff with you where you encountered it up there in that cave area and try to flush it to the water. So it'll be a team effort. We're going to flush him from the water. You guys are going to flush him from the land. Wherever the son of a bitch is, we're going to get him into the trap.
We just spotted a nice set of red eyes up through there, right about 50 feet up in front of us, and I was sure that's the lizard demon.
Oh, we got him on the run. He's up on the
There he goes, there he goes. Me and Bill already tracked it, coming right up out of the creek bank right there, headed right towards the other team. I see something behind the barn right there, behind the barn. Which one? There's two of them. It's right behind the front one.
Jeff just picked up something on the thermal in these old barns over here, and they look spooky as hell. We got to be real careful when we go in there to investigate.
We get up to the top of the barn, and we see this huge nest. It looks like where it's been sleeping at.
Holy oh. It's underneath of us. Watch yourself, watch yourself.
We're in this old barn trying to investigate the lizard demon. Then we hear this horrible noise downstairs.
Oh, holy guys, I got something outside. Where? Right out there. 50 yards out. I see it. Trapper,
we got this thing heading right towards the creek. It's coming right your way.
We just got word back from the other team that the lizard demon was headed back towards our way. We got to regroup and try to force it down into this trap.
Trapper, we're heading your way.
Okay, we'll meet you at the bridge.
Guys, that thing had to get down in here. We watched it get in the creek. It come right down towards y'all.
He was right beside us. He come scooting right beside us. We got up on top of the barn, and bam, we got him on thermal going right to the creek.
Trapper, you got something down there? Buck said he come right down into the creek. Had to come down through that water.
I feel like I'm damn bait down here.
What was that? Which way?
That's the trap. Is that the trap?
Yeah, that's the trap.
We just heard a real loud noise, and we're pretty sure it was the sound of the trap going off. We got to get down there. We're pretty sure we got the lizard demon in the trap. We just get down here to the trap, and the trap's not even tripped. We heard this thing go off. We were sure it was in there, but it's not there.
What's that right out in front of you, Huckleberry? Right there.
Oh.
What is that? What is that right there? 40 feet in front of you, Trapper. Something under the water. It's big. A little bit up. Oh, right there. Something just hit again. Right there. He was within 50 feet of us.
and it was down to the point either fire upon or be attacked ourselves.
No, I don't know. Where'd he go?
Go hit him.
Where'd he go?
Hit him.
I think you hit him.
There's no way we could have missed him. There's no way we could have missed him.
And that much firepower, y'all should have hit something.
I can't believe it got away.
We was damn close on him right there.
I can promise you right now, he ain't coming back around here.
No,
I guarantee he knew we was here.
The threat to those farmers, that cattle land is over.
Yeah.
We did our job.
I believe this lizard demon is somebody else's problems now, because I believe we scared the damn thing off.
Good chance he got away, but I guarantee you one thing. He'll think twice before he comes back this way. Hoorah!
Since the episode debut, there has been an outcry of scripting and fakery. Personally, I don't care. It's crazy fun to watch and never fails to make me laugh out loud. Yes, every episode is the same, but I hope to be obsessed with it for years. Thank you for listening to Eclectic Obsessions. If you like what you've heard, please subscribe on iTunes. Leave me a review. All 5-star reviews will be read on the show. You can follow the show on Facebook at Eclectic Obsessions, on Twitter at Eclectic Obsess1, on Instagram at Eclectic Obsessions Podcast, and on YouTube at Eclectic Obsessions. I'd love to hear what you think. Feel free to email the show at ecobpod@gmail.com. We'll be back in 1 month's time with a new Eclectic Obsession.
Super awful.
This episode is dedicated to the memory of John Trapper Tice.